Let's start quickly with WLDS. This one showed us that multi-day setups were still hot, as when you look at its daily chart, you can see that wearable devices already ran big previous Thursday and Friday. The strong rejection Friday confirmed a new resistance level. The $4.35 level formed a double top now. Because it ran the previous week, we still had it on our watch list. When it broke the level we got in Monday, it retested the level before it gave us an almost 50% move. Not a bad move to start the week with. Just like AVB last week, we got a stock which we played 7 times this week, DFNS. Just like last week, we first gonna mark the resistance levels on the daily. Firstly, we see a gap zone from $11.51 to $10. Then we mark the first resistance line at $23.45. It used this line as support multiple times before it lost it and started rejecting it. When we zoom out a bit, we can see another big resistance level. At $42.50, it bounced several times. And after it lost the level, it rejected it twice. The third resistance line is here at the $61.63 level. This level used it twice as support before it used it over 5 times as resistance. From $85.38 to $80.93, we got another gap zone. And at $109.63, we got the last big rejection level, which we mark as well. This one doesn't have a lot of rejection points like the other levels, but it is a strong rejection. Now we can fully focus on the 1-minute chart when it started running Monday. The first time it entered the gap, it rejected it. But it did hold it, and after some time broke it. So we put our stop loss below the gap. It consolidated for some time in the gap before it started moving up. In after hours, it almost went to the first resistance level to give us a 80% move. The next day, it kept consolidating nicely. It didn't die, so we knew this could go more. For us, there are 2 re-entry levels at this point, or a move back to the gap zone, which should now act as support zone, or a break of the first resistance level. The second option happened at market open. It broke the first resistance level, so we entered. It gave us a quick 50% move, but it didn't come close to the next level. So we kept a small position. The rest of the day, it went down and consolidated at our first resistance level, which now has become a support level. The small moves below this level bounced exactly from the level it rejected from in pre-market. So we mark this. And after hours, it lost the support. But 2 hours later, it broke it again. Because we've seen how strong this level is, we entered again and put our stop loss below the pre-market rejection zone. So we only risk a couple percent. The next day, it exploded and went all the way to the next resistance level. Here we sold for an 80% move. At market open, it rejected this level again, which showed us that this level is a really strong resistance level. So when it consolidated for hours, we knew we needed to enter once it breaks the level. At 2:30 p.m., it broke it, so we entered. It went straight to the third resistance level, where we sold for a 40% move. At the end of the day, it came back down to resistance level 3, and because of the fact that it had shown that it was such a strong resistance, we re-entered, hoping it would now act as such strong support. And after hours, it went ballistic and gave us an almost 100% move to the gap zone. Here we sold. It even went a bit higher right after, and it hit 107 in pre-market Thursday. But we sold already, which is not bad securing a 100% move. You don't have to time the exact top. This is very hard, most times even impossible. Our last entry was on Thursday when it went back down. it bounced exactly from the third resistance level, which showed us that this level still acted as great support. When it bounced again from this level, with big volume this time, we put our stop loss right below the level, so we only risked a few percent. It went all the way back to the gap zone before it rejected again, so we sold for a nice profit. Do you see how many times we played this one? And all these entries with levels we marked before the moves happened. That's why marking your levels early is really important. Hopefully you learned something and we've helped you in any way further in your trading career. Keep your eyes open, mark your levels, use all this knowledge and make some money. See you hopefully next time. Bye.